In Noobview, we check out 100-day survival videos. I don't know about you, but hardcore mode is mad hard, yo. You know your boy is gonna take all the help he can get. So hit that subscribe button, and without further ado, let's see what today's video is about.
In today's video, we survived 100 days in Minecraft, except we're an Axolotl. Yup, me and my friends joined a multiplayer Morph SMP, and this is how it went. The goals of this video is to join a powerful nation for world domination, survive through the nether banishment, and defeat the dragon. Will we survive till the end? Watch till the end of the video to find out. Also, we hit it, boys! 100,000 subscribers! Woo! Let's freaking go! You guys killed it! Next up is 150,000. So if you guys can hit that subscribe button, it'll mean the world to me.
Check out my boy Adriens, links in the description. Show him some love and subscribe.
Day 1. So we start this all off in a bit of a different place. We're not actually above the world. We're underground. Now there's a reason for this. We're an axolotl. The issue with axolotls is that they die in the air after 5 minutes. I think you guys can guess why that's a problem. Luckily there was a little bit of a water chute, so we climbed up it. For the meantime, we need to get some wood within the 5 minutes that we had of being above air. On my search for wood, I also noticed that we were next to a village. I quickly scurried over there and took some of the hay bales. Got some wood and got a bunch of cobble.
If you see a village, check it out. Basically, we're taking candy from a baby.
I also took their animals during the night. I know, I'm sneaky. You know, this might explain why they hate me.
I guess you gotta be vicious if you wanna survive hardcore.
Put them somewhere for safekeeping. We got jumped by some zombies, so your boy ditched the animals. I went back home.
So basically, start exploring, but know your limits. Don't go too far off. Don't fight mobs you can't handle.
Mine some of the iron that was down there as well, so I can make myself a bucket. That way I'll be more portable. This actually plays a crucial part in surviving the nether. I also decide to reap the resources that are here, such as coal and the other ores that I can find. And let's just go ahead and smelt those up. Oh, and also, I kind of stole a lectern from them. Don't tell them, okay? Ain't no snitches allowed.
Yeah, snitches get stitches.
I decided to break a bunch of wood just so I can get some resources to start building my base. I wasn't sure if I had enough, but I had quite a bit. I also need to make a new axe. And that's what we had so far. I know, okay? It's not much, but I really wanted to think about this one, because if any other player on the server were to find this, I want it looking kind of nice, you know? We also went out of our way to actually get 2 cows, so this time we can actually breed them. As you can see, I put them in a pit, and there's a reason for this. No, there wasn't. I also
Hashtag free the cows.
I thought I was full of myself, you know? I thought I was ready, prepared to attack the dungeon. No, not the dungeon, the castle. Just by going into the castle for like a mere couple seconds, I realized that there was a lot of danger there.
See, man? Starting off, know your limit. Don't get into fight you can't handle.
Was what the loot was like in there. It's probably a lot. Day 6 to 10. I spent a lot of this time trialing and erroring with a bunch of the builds that I wanted to do, but primarily the house. I didn't really know what kind of shape it should look like, but this is what I came out with. Not too shabby.
If I'm doing multiplayer, I wouldn't build in such an exposed place.
Actually right behind us, and I wanted to check out what was in there. Instead, I encountered a fox, which wasn't that bad. They seemed to have a home, and 2 of them were just lying in front of it. I personally wanted to check it out, so that's what I did. I went inside, took some iron from one of the chests, and I just left before they realized that I took from them.
I rest my case.
Struggling to actually get out through the vines because I'm an axolotl. Right when I went there to see what my house looked like, there was something else there with it. It was one of the other 1.17 editions, the goat. This thing sprinted at my house. It was ridiculous, and I was just keeping an eye on him. It broke open the gate that I just created for my cows and killed both of them. And then he just walked away as if he didn't know nobody.
I rest my case.
So uncalled for. I don't even know why they did it. Days 11 to 20. Upon closer inspection, I also realized that the goat got in through the window.
See, kids? I rest my case.
I actually had to patch that up. I'm happy this initial starting area is kind of like a bunker if everything goes wrong.
This is where the base should have been in the first place.
I decided to continue my security measures. After I practically have the base set up, I decided to go exploring again. I wanted to find any more cool structures and get some wood along the way.
I think in the beginning you should stay away from fighting as much as you can. In the beginning you should just stick to exploring and gathering resources.
A diamond or 2, come on game, just be lucky. I was trying to work a little bit more on the interior design of the place. That way I'd look like a sophisticated axolotl than just some caveman axolotl. Alright, don't judge me, reputation is important. But as soon as I began these new reconstruction ideas and plans that I had, I came out of my base and noticed that what I had done to the goat had been done to me. My entire base around me was burning down. It was all made out of wood. The only thing that I had left that wasn't wood was the glass.
Again, I rest my case.
burning down before my eyes, and now I got the taste of my own medicine. I think I went a little too far. There was nothing I could do besides watch it all burn down. Even the animals were dead. I was the only one that remained. No trace of the culprit whatsoever. I wanted to find a nice place to live. Now I know I've already made this mistake once, which was living near a gigantic structure. And as you can see right here, we were also near another one of these gigantic castles. But listen, okay, listen. This time around, my house won't be able to be burnt down or blown up. And that's just simply due to the fact that it's underwater, alright?
That could work, but I'd keep it hidden if I were you.
Exterior wise, with water, how is it gonna burn down? Tell me. It's also gonna be practically made out of glass, so I should be fine. This is when we ran into a bit of a problem. I was really not expecting this, and I'm not even sure to this day if it was the same goat that we found initially, but some goat decided to drop by the base and just check it out for a bit.
Your base, my man, is hella flashy. Of course it's gonna attract some attention.
One of my team members in the Axolotl team also decided to make a nether portal underneath, just in case things went south. And that's exactly what I decided to use. I went down there straight away and went into the nether. Now you guys already know that I'm an Axolotl, and to be an Axolotl, you'd need a source of water to be in every single 5 minutes. So I only had 5 minutes to actually be in there, then I need to get out. Or so I thought. I decided to stay there for around 1 to 2 minutes, and before I knew it, I was put into a bucket. After talking to some of the admins on the server, I realized that if you go into the nether as any water-based creature, you kind of end up in a bucket if you're able to.
That must have sucked.
But the problem is, day 61 to 70. Finally, after all that time, I finally got some allies that can help me out. The first person that approached me was actually a fox.
Well, turns out not all foxes are alike.
We wanted to create a bit of a peace treaty. That way that all these species and the nations that are out there could come into a bit of a coalition.
Making the world a better place, one species at a time.
The fox traveled for ages but eventually found themselves at a bastion. But the issue was it was guarded by a bunch of piglins and they didn't have any gold. So what happened instead was that the fox was being attacked by the piglins. Then the goat decided to ram into one of them and save the fox. And boom. That's how the trust was created.
Bury the hatches. That's cool.
It didn't take too long before they were approached by the guards over there and attacked the goat as well. But then the fox came in and saved the goat. What comes around goes around, I guess.
Can't clap with one hand, I always say.
They decided to go into an all-out war. It was that one goat and that one fox versus the entire bastion remnant. It was honestly a gruesome fight that went on for quite some time. They just kept coming and kept spawning, so we decided to leave. It wasn't easy, but eventually we got on a bit of an outskirt and decided to leave through there. But before we did, we also realized that there were 2 more chests up there. And why would we even miss out on that opportunity? Those were like the 2 best chests out of the entire bastion. And there it was. We also got ourselves a bunch of iron, a bunch of gold from that, and even pig step. Now this was also crucial because not only are we going to use the ender dragon egg, we are also going to use pig step to create this alliance between all of the nations. We taking all W's today, baby. Then the second voyage of the nether began, and that was to find the nether castle. Now this thing isn't the easiest thing to find, and obviously with my luck, you guys already know how long this thing takes to get.
Help is always good, man.
Cut out, but it's honestly just a lot of walking until we get lucky. But boom! Lo and behold, we got ourselves at the nether castle. This was so we can get some blaze rods because we need that for the Eye of Enders to get to the ender dragon. Day 70 to 90. They weren't actually able to get all the pearls we needed. We needed a few more, so we just went to one of the blue biomes and started killing some endermen. And our main goal was obviously to find the portal so we can get to the end and kill off the ender dragon, bringing back the lovely egg. And at last, the goat has found the ender dragon portal. The issue was we still needed some wool, but despite that fact, we started lighting up the portal with the Eye of Enders, and this is what it looked like. And there we were finally at the end. This one was a little bit more difficult because I didn't have that many arrows, but I did have a couple. A lot of the places I actually had to build up to, but we killed it. You know, it was a collective effort, but eventually we managed to kill off the ender dragon.
Now that's how you unite people together. Better take note, United Nations. I'm telling you, it ain't gonna get better than this.
Days 90 to 100. After finally being able to collect the ender dragon egg, we decided to hop back in through the portal. We went on to go back to our bases and finally reunite the species. We gathered a bunch of the players and gathered them all in one place. And there it was. At the end of the day, what we decided to place down was a shulker box that was made out of the shulkers that the goat got from the castle, a dragon egg, the wither skeleton skull that we luckily got somehow, and the pigs that we got from the bastion remnant. We actually had two. Both me and the goat had one. But all in all, this was a really good day. We also decided to move out of the original place that we were in to a much more snowy place, and it looked great. And this is how we decided to end off day 100. We decided to go by a cliff and all just stare into the distance. This was great, you know, we did a lot today, but it was finally over. With all good things comes an end. There was nothing we had to worry about anymore. All of the dangers in the world were gone, and we were finally at perfect peace.
Now that's an ending. What the? Currently I have 6 subscribers, so if we can make it to 1,000, that would make my day. So hit that subscribe button. Be sure to check out the original video by Adrian to find out a lot more. Like if you're wondering why Adrian's base was set on fire, the link to his video is down in the description. Be sure to check it out. Okay, so what did we learn? At the beginning, explore and stay away from fighting. If you're playing multiplayer, make sure to build your base at the safest place possible. Know your limits. Don't jump headfirst into fights you can't handle. Friendship always wins, and Adrian is a savage. I think that's pretty much all we've learned today. This was the first Noobview, and I hope you guys like it. Feeling less of a noob already. I hope we can get unnoobed. That can be the new get good. Get unnoob. Yeah, you heard it here first.